Kathy, it's been a couple of years since we've launched our Surround range, and as part of that we did our Face Forward publication. It's been interesting to watch some of those themes that we talked about back then start to really appear. So do you mind just taking us through what you think are still important themes?
I think the important thing about Face Forward is that we decided to talk about the world that we're introducing products into rather than just going straight to launching products, new products. And we identified the themes that we felt would develop over time and influence the way people thought about the world around them and the decisions they made about the products they wished to buy. And I think all the themes have really continued on, and they're starting to come through in so many different facets of our life.
Seeing a lot of the patchwork as well. We've had a couple of projects in Surround. So, in terms of that being a strong theme, why do you think that that's started to emanate more in our streetscapes?
I think we've come to understand that the world is not only not perfect, but can't be made perfect. And the building facades are turning into more of a patchwork of different materials rather than just one material or one solid colour. And if you can imagine buildings being created now almost like they're a quilt, where we bring together materials that might not necessarily all be new materials or found materials, and we patch them together to create something that's a little more organic, not as contrived, using the best of what we have at hand. So you end up with buildings that have become, in a way, more humanised, rather than look like they've been completely machine created.
If we could explore this theme around water and how critical it is to our future, what was the thinking behind that theme?
Water, of course, is such an important element, and we are going through times of severe drought. I've included water in as an influence because of its capacity to refresh us. And I think we're going through a time where we need to understand what gives and invigorates our lives, and particularly through our buildings. So an invigoration of the way we design and build buildings, and also to understand that as water is not a static thing, it's a flowing thing, and it takes up a lot of things with it. So it means that we take some of the harshness and the extremes away from the way we look at building and designing buildings, and understand that perhaps more organic flowing forms have a really important role to play in the way that we think about our cities and how we want to perhaps take a lot of the edge off them.